Good morning. Welcome to the Keene Unitarian Universalist Church, or KUUC, as many of us call it. My name is Deb McClay, and I have been a member of this church since 1999. Since I found this spiritual community, I have been involved in RE, membership, worship, nominating committee, board of trustees, and coffee making. Today, our minister, Rowan Van Ness, is away from the pulpit. We are so grateful to have Rich Clark as our worship leader today. If you are new with us today, you are especially welcome. Please sign our guest book at the front of the sanctuary, and please come and meet some wonderful people at coffee hour in our parish hall through the doors to my right. Each week, we designate an ambassador to welcome newcomers and to answer any questions you may have. This week, our ambassador is Carol Mills. Now, I'd like to invite you to look at the back of your order of service and recite with me KUUC's mission statement. I'll give you a moment to find that. The people of KUUC are committed to actively creating compassionate community and working for a fair and peaceful world. There are also upcoming events listed there that might interest you. Please silence your cell phones, but you do not have to silence your children, whose noises are always welcome in our sanctuary. Once again, I say welcome. May you find joy in this hour, a message worth hearing, and many good reasons to join us again.
Good morning. We're going to begin with responsive reading 552 in the back of the gray hymnal. My help is in the mountain. My help is in the mountain, where I take myself to heal the earthly wounds that people give to me.
I find a rock with sun on it, and a stream where the water runs gentle, and the trees which one by one give me company.
So I must stay for a long time until I have grown from the rock.
And the stream is running through me, and I cannot tell myself from one tall tree.
Then I know that nothing touches me, nor makes me run away.
My help is in the mountain that I take away with me.
And I'll call Betsy Zimmerly up to light the chalice this morning. Our chalice lighting words from today were shared by Rowan with me, and they are in commemorance of World AIDS Day, which is today. We light this flame for those who have gone before, for those who acted up, for those who marched, for those who wrote songs, letters, manifestos, and for those who fed and sheltered people, and for those who buried the dead. We light this flame on this World AIDS Day, honoring those who have died, remembering the many living with HIV and the many children orphaned by this disease around the world. We light this flame for hope, love, and action. And now you can stand as you're willing and able, and we'll sing hymn number 6 in the gray hymnal, just as long as I have breath.
In our community, we take time to share pieces of our lives with one another. We do this because each person in this community has value. Each person's experience matters. We take this sacred time to reflect on our joys, sorrows, and concerns and acknowledge the mutual support of our community. If you would like to come forward and release a stone in the water in silence or with a brief expression of a special joy, sorrow, or concern, you could line up on either side of the sanctuary and come forward one at a time to share. If you have a mobility concern, you may remain seated, and at the end of the sharing up here, if you raise your hand, we'll bring a microphone to you where you may share where you are seated. So if anybody wants to line up on either side to share, you may do so now.
Hi, everybody. Carol Hill here. I have two joys. One is the word commitment. I am so impressed with this church and the people in it and the commitment they make to making this church work and to making it better and to bringing so much of themselves every opportunity. And I'm looking at several people in particular that fill my heart with that commitment. And then the other joy is our breakfast program is starting up again. Bob and I will be cooking on Thursday, but the program will start on Monday. And the joy that this brings to us and to the people that we serve is immeasurable.
I have a joy. It's that it's really close to Christmas, and it's the first day of December.
Hello, I'm Rich's dad. And one of the joys that I have is family. And they're right here in this church. So, one of my great joys. And one of my sorrows is my sister passed away a few months ago. So, but I'm very glad to be here today, worshiping with you folks.
I like community of our church.
He likes the community of our church.
I'm just glad to be here and glad to be alive and happy to share that the Keene City Green Bikes is actually a nonprofit with the state of New Hampshire again. And so that project is going to move forward, and hopefully lots and lots of people are going to be smiling, riding bikes, and it's going to be just great. And other things will be good too.
Hi, everybody. I have a joy. I finally sent my letter to HR. I'm retiring at the end of June.
Is there anyone who was not able to join us up here that would like to share? Then I will add one final stone for those joys, sorrows, and concerns that go unspoken but remain in our hearts. Good morning.
I'm going to lead you all today in a little activity for our Time for All Ages. If I can get this set up so I can speak and use my hands. This is the book, you can't see it because I took the jacket off, called Alpha Breaths. You might need a little bit of space. Don't hit your neighbor as you join me, okay? A is for alligator breath. Open your arms wide like an alligator. Jaws on the breath in and snap them shut on the breath out. Make sure you're breathing. Butterfly breath. Spread your arms like beautiful butterflies with wings on the in-breath and let them flap gently on the out-breath. Cake breath. Breathe in as you imagine a birthday cake. Breathe out as you imagine blowing out the candles. Dolphin breath. Breathe in as you lift your arms up high. Breathe out as you imagine diving into the ocean. Elevator breath. As you breathe in, imagine your breath going all the way up to the top floor of your belly. As you breathe out, imagine it going all the way down to the bottom. You can even count the floors as you breathe. Flower breath. Breathe in and imagine you're smelling your favorite flower. Breathe out and imagine you are blowing the seeds of a dandelion. Gratitude breath. As you breathe in, think of a person you're grateful for. As you breathe out, send them a smile. Hugging breath. Close your eyes. Give yourself a hug. And gently breathe in and out. Ice breath. Sit very still, like you are frozen in ice. Notice how your body moves as you breathe in and out. Join your breath. Join the rhythm of your breath in and out with a friend, so that you are breathing in and out together. Know your breath. As you slowly breathe in and out, check in with your 5 senses. What can you feel, hear, taste, smell, or see? Lion breath. Breathe in, feeling brave and strong like a lion. Letting out a powerful but quiet roar. Mountain breath. Breathe in and out while keeping your body still like a mountain. Ninja breath. Pretend that you are a ninja. Breathe in and out as silently and as slowly as you can. oatmeal breath. Some of us might actually have this today. Breathe in and imagine you're smelling a bowl of hot oatmeal. Then breathe out like you are blowing on your oatmeal to cool it off. Perfume breath. As you breathe in and out, what perfumes can you smell in the air? Question breath. As you breathe in, ask yourself how you are feeling. As you breathe out, answer. Redwood breath. Breathe in and reach your arms up high, like the branches extending to the sky. Breathe out and imagine you have roots growing from your feet deep into the earth. Superhero breath. Breathe in and imagine you are a superhero. Breathe out and imagine how you will help someone. Teddy bear breath. We're going to alter this one. It says lay down. I don't think we can do that today. But I want you to put your hands on your stomach, top and bottom. As you breathe in and out, watch your hands go up and down with your breath. Or in and out. Underwater breath. Paddle your arms. Imagining you are underwater. Breathe in and out, blowing bubbles through your scuba gear. Blip, 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 blip. Voice breath. Take a big breath in and sing. La. Wish breath. Breathe in and make a happy wish for yourself. Then breathe out and send a happy wish to someone else. Xylophone breath. Imagine playing a xylophone from the bottom to the top on your in-breath, and then play it from top to bottom on your out-breath. Yawning breath. Breathe in a big, mindful yawn, paying attention to all the sensations you feel. Then let your breath out. We can all go, ah. Zzz, breath. Imagine falling asleep. Close your eyes. Take a big breath in and hold it. Then slowly let your breath out, imagining a long zzz. Thank you for breathing with me. Do we have a song out? Yep. Can we sing the kids out? Awesome. Let's do that.
The offering will now be given and received. May it be used wisely for the good of this community.
The secret of life is in joy in the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. But since we're on our way down, we might as well enjoy the ride. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let that stand in your way. Anyone knows that love is the only road. And since we're only here for a while, we might as well show some style. Give us a smile, isn't it a lovely ride? I've been sliding down, I'll be gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. The thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. How does it feel to you? Einstein said we could never understand it all. Planets are spinning through space. The smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race. Some kind of lovely ride. I'll be sliding down, I'll be gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. Isn't it a lovely ride? See me sliding down, I'll be gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride.
I'm going to lead us into our meditation with a short prayer, and then I'll ring the bell, and we'll have a period of silent meditation for 1 or 2 minutes, and I'll end that by ringing the bell again. Let the difficulties of this week take their Sabbath now, their brief and simple rest. Let the worries of the week lay their heft gently onto the dark earth below this carpeted floor, which can bear them with greater ease than any one of us can by ourselves. Let the tangle of feelings, the pull and push of these last 7 days sit still for a minute, stop writhing in my heart, and move no more than a Buddha at rest under a tree. Let there be stillness in my heart for a moment, the balance point between breathing in and breathing out, like the pause of a dancer between movements in the music. Let the breathing in this room be free and flowing. Let pulses trance a slower rhythm in the wrist. Let the coming silence be like hands pulling back a curtain, revealing the table set with the feast of life which is present here and now, and has been the whole while, present to those who give up living in either the past or the future. Yeah, Deborah, I think.
Hopefully you all received a little card that looks a little like this and when you came in, and if not, there's more cards and you can pick one up when you go out, or maybe you'd even like an extra. And I find that we can be present in the present moment anywhere, anytime, especially at times when we might need it, like when we're in traffic, at a stoplight, during the holiday rush. Anyway, I keep one of these in my car, and I keep one at my desk at work, and I keep one in my home on my little altar. So I invite you to try that as well if you like. And it's from this next reading, Present Moment, Wonderful Moment by Thich Nhat Hanh, the Buddhist teacher. In our busy society, it is a great fortune to breathe consciously from time to time. We can practice conscious breathing not only while sitting in a meditation room, also while working at the office or at home, while driving our car or sitting on a bus, wherever we are, at any time throughout the day. There are so many exercises we can do to help us breathe consciously, besides the simple in and out exercise. We could recite these 4 lines silently as we breathe in and out. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment. I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Reciting this line is like drinking a cool glass of lemonade on a hot day. You can feel the coolness permeate your body. When I breathe in and recite this line, I actually feel my breath, my body, and my mind. Breathing out, I smile. You know, a smile can relax hundreds of muscles in your face. Wearing a smile on your face is a sign that you are a master of yourself. Dwelling in the present moment while I sit here, I don't think of anything else. I sit here, and I know exactly where I am. I know this is a wonderful moment. It is a joy to sit, stable and at ease, and return to our breathing, our smiling, our true nature. Our appointment with life is in the present moment. If we do not have peace and joy right now, when will we have joy? Tomorrow or after tomorrow? What is preventing us from being happy right now? As we follow our breathing, we can say simply, calming, smiling, present moment, wonderful moment. This exercise is not just for beginners. Many of us who have practiced meditation and conscious breathing for 40 or 50 years continue to practice in this same way, because this kind of exercise is so important and it is so easy.
This is a reading from Jon Kabat-Zinn. This is it. New Yorker cartoon. 2 Zen monks in robes and shaved heads, one young, one old, sitting side by side, cross-legged on the floor. The younger one is looking somewhat quizzically at the older one, who is turned toward him and saying, "Nothing happens next." This is it. It's true. Ordinarily, when we undertake something, it is only natural to expect a desirable outcome for our efforts. We want to see results, even if it is only a pleasant feeling. The sole exception I can think of is meditation. Meditation is the only intentional, systematic human activity which at bottom is about not trying to improve yourself or get anywhere else, but simply to realize where you already are. Perhaps its value lies precisely in this. Maybe we all need to do one thing in our lives simply for its own sake. But it would not quite be accurate to call meditation a doing. It is more accurately described as a being. When we understand that this is it, it allows us to let go of the past and future and wake up to what we are now in this moment. People don't usually get this right away. They want to meditate in order to relax, to experience a special state, to become a better person, to reduce some stress or pain, to break out of old habits and patterns, to become free and enlightened. All valid reasons to take up meditation practice, but all equally fraught with problems if you expect those things to happen just because now you are meditating. You'll get caught up in wanting to have a special experience or in looking for signs of progress, and if you don't feel something special pretty quickly, you may start to doubt the path you have chosen or to wonder whether you are doing it right. In most domains of learning, this is only reasonable. Of course, you have to see progress sooner or later to keep it something, but meditation is different. From the perspective of meditation, every state is a special state, every moment a special moment. When we let go of wanting something else to happen in this moment, we are taking a profound step toward being able to encounter what is here now. If we hope to go anywhere or develop ourselves in any way, we can only step from where we are standing. If we don't really know where we are standing, a knowing that comes directly from the cultivation of mindfulness, we may only go in circles for all our efforts and expectations. So in meditation practice, the best way to get somewhere is to let go of trying to get anywhere at all.
Good morning again. First off, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's helped with the service today. Anything that happens here is a community endeavor, and I have a new respect for that after organizing this service. At first, the title of our service today feels rather scarce or bleak. Wait, this is it? Really? Ouch. Talk about FOMO. Which, if you don't know, stands for fear of missing out. The belief that no matter what you are doing, there's always something else you could be doing that would be better. FOMO is rampant in our culture, and I can personally say that I experience the tug of that way of thinking on a daily basis. But the real message of today's service is that this ongoing moment in which we live is actually incredibly abundant and rich, with good things to be encountered. Loving relationships with family and friends unfold in present moments. All the richness of our sensory experiences, eating, napping especially for me, performing or listening to music, the smell of warm pine needles, or fresh, warm earth in spring, hugs, snowflakes hitting your cheeks in the wind, a hot shower, the laughter of children. All these things happen in present moments. Not to mention the immense world of thoughts, imagination, and feelings gifted to us by way of our conscious minds. There is an infinite world to be encountered here in the present. So why does it take so much intentional effort to cultivate mindfulness and encounter this abundance if it's already here? The short answer is, I don't really know. But I believe it has something to do with the double-edged sword of having minds which can create their own realities. Minds that can take inputs from our senses, remember them, twist them all around, and imagine things that don't exist. This is the mother of invention, art, social systems, lots of really good, important things. And it's the mother of atomic weapons and human trafficking and addictive technologies. And perhaps because of the power of our minds, it's important to cultivate conscious awareness so we know what we're doing in the moment and what the consequences are likely to be. One of the mind states I have found important in cultivating awareness is trust. As a community of faith, we profess faith in something larger than ourselves that is worthy of our trust, be it nature, God, humanity, a higher power, or the universe. Giving our full attention to each moment, without needing it to be different than we find it, is where the rubber meets the road in our faith that there is something bigger than ourselves that is trustworthy. It takes courage to trust that we can leave the world to its own devices for a while and look bravely at what we find without flinching. Ironically, it can be what we find when we look that strengthens our faith in something bigger than ourselves that is worthy of our trust. Actually, the presence of what we find when we pause and cultivate mindfulness shows us that an infinite number of things are going on right in every moment to create the world in which we live. Some might call this a miracle. I think the word miracle often gets a bad rap in our post-Enlightenment society. Many of the things that were thought to be miracles have been explained by science. But does it make them any less miracles just because we can analyze all the processes and use different words to describe them? One way of thinking would have us believe that our existence is not a miracle. It is just, and prepare yourself for a long description here, the combining of lighter elements into heavier ones through billions of years of stars fusing them together and then blowing them out into space so that they could recombine under just the right conditions to form complex living organisms that slowly evolved over millions of years to grow biological computers in their heads, capable of sending electrical currents back and forth across trillions of synapses in specific patterns that create conscious thought and awareness, which at its core is still a complete and utter mystery awareness, conscious awareness, even to the scientists studying it. That all sounds rather miraculous to me. May we each cultivate mindfulness of the miracle of our lives. May we find our feet where we are and have the courage to walk our path in the light of awareness. And may we have trust in the loving force that creates and sustains us and all things in this infinitely unfolding present moment. Amen. And now you may stand as you're willing and able to sing hymn number 34 in the gray hymnal. And now I invite Betsy Zimmerly to come forward to extinguish our chalice. And we'll read together the words in the order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with the world until we are together again. And the good words for our leave taking are Winter Sequence by Mark Bellatini, which I'm going to just grab and be right back. Following these words, our postlude will be hymn number 298, and we'll sing all the verses through. So enjoy, and it's a participatory postlude for today. Winter Sequence. Gray skies over my head, throw yourselves like quilts over my busy life and remind me to sit down and rest. Stars of winter, Orion's sash sparkling across the heavens, remind me by your distance that compared to the infinity of the universe, every single thing I struggle with on earth is small, parochial, and hardly universal in scope. Great music of the season, glowing with angel songs and filigreed with great mysteries, remind me that my own birth, like the births of all people in this room, was no less mysterious than that ancient and celebrated birth, and no less brimming with wonder. So now come, love greater than my longing, silence greater than fatigue of tongues, and haul my heart away from the undue frenzy of the season and bestow it to rest, proportion, and the haunting dark beauty of winter's long nights. And now hymn number 298.